Hello, my dear students. Welcome to this session. We are dealing with Chapter 6 Anatomy of Flowering Plants. And today we are going to start with the tissue organization related to dicotyledonous root. So, students, when we see the section of sunflower root, because sunflower is included in dicot root, the internal tissues, they include so many structures. So layer after layer we are observing from outer layer towards inner layer. So outermost layer is known as epidermis. This will be the first point. And epidermal cell we have described earlier. They are made up of parenchymatous layer, single layer is present, and root hairs, they develop from this outermost epidermis layer. Next to epidermis is cortex. Cortex consists of several layers of thin-walled parenchymatous again, but they have intercellular spaces. The cells, they are placed loosely. Then inner to it, third layer is known as endodermis, and it comprises of a single layer of barrel-shaped cell which are without any intercellular space. So this you have to remember. The tangential as well as radial walls, they have the deposition of water impermeable waxy substance which is known as suberin, and it will form Casparian strips. This is the peculiar identification of sunflower root. Next to endodermis lies few layer of thick walled parenchymatous cell which is known as pericycle. So this will be the fifth point. So in this way you are supposed to write down point wise, but initially the vascular cambium during secondary growth, it takes place in these cells, and next layer, it is actually not layer, it is the centralmost part which is known as pith, but next point will be regarding pith. Pith is very small and inconspicuous, it is not that much observed. Now we talk about conjunctive tissue. What are conjunctive tissue? They are also parenchymatous cells which lie between xylem and phloem. And if we see the structure of xylem and phloem, they are usually 2 to 4 xylem and 2 to 4 phloem patches. And as it is a root, so here the arrangement of this vascular bundle will be radial type, that we have learned earlier. But later on, cambium ring can develop between xylem and phloem. So it will indicate secondary growth. Now all the tissues which lie on inner side of endodermis, like pericycle, all the vascular bundles, pith, even conjunctive tissue, it will constitute the stele. So stellar part, it includes all this structure which are just inner to endodermal part. So this will be another term. Now in this way you will be writing all the points regarding this description of sunflower root. Now students, I will show you in this particular structure. This is regarding the transfer section of sunflower root. So here we will start with the outermost layer which is known as epidermis. Here you can see the epidermis, they have single layered parenchymatous cell, and from here the root hairs, these develop. So these are root hairs. Then followed by cortex. Cortex is several layered. You can see here 5 to 7 layered structure that shows cortex. So this is cortex, this is epidermis, this is root hairs. Now we move towards the inner endodermis part. So endodermis, here this pink colored structure where smaller cells they are located. So these structures which are having the single layered cells that constitute endodermis. Then it is followed by a single layer pericycle. This is also a parenchymatous cell and it follows endodermis. Now the pith is present. So these cells which are found in the centermost part, They are comparatively bigger in size. They are constituting the center part. They are known as pith. They are also parenchymatous. Now the xylem and phloem, they are present here, and these are showing the structure which are arranged alternately. You can see here this much portion. I'll take another color so that it will be clear to you. So this portion, it will be showing the xylem and phloem part. So here xylem towards inner side is metaxylem. So metaxylem are comparatively larger in size, so they are almost present towards the center, that means pith, and then the smaller xylem, they are present towards the outer part or known as periphery. So in this way they are arranged, and they are 4 in number, right? So this is the arrangement of xylem. So metaxylem towards center and protoxylem towards periphery. That means it is which type of arrangement? Yes, you are correct. It is exarch. We have learned it earlier. Okay, and here between these xylem, these patches, so these are patches which are showing the phloem location. So these patches of the cells, they are showing the phloem part. So now if you consider the position of xylem and phloem, they alternate with each other, right? You can see at this radius only phloem is present, at this radius only xylem is present, again phloem, xylem, phloem, xylem, phloem and xylem. So at one radius, one type of vascular bundle is located. So in this way we can see the arrangement of different tissues, how they are arranged in a particular pattern. So let us have a look. Outermost part consists of epidermis, which have root hairs. Root hairs, they help for absorption of water and minerals more and more, and they increase the surface area. Then several layered cortex is present, followed by endodermis, pericycle, and then metaxylem, protoxylem along with phloem. So in this way xylem and phloem, they are the part of vascular tissue, and they are also known as conducting tissue. Now one more term we have learned, that is conjunctive tissue. So all these parts which are present just inner layer to endodermis, that means pericycle, then xylem, phloem as well as pith, they will all constitute conjunctive tissue. So in this way we can see the different layers. Now this diagram is important to draw. So please draw in your classwork. Now we are going to start with to understand monocotyledonous root. There are so many structures which are similar, just we have learned as in dicot root, like the arrangement of epidermis. Here also it is single layered, then followed by cortex. Cortex is also multi-layered and made up of parenchymatous cell. Then endodermis, the understanding is similar, that is made up of single layer and it is inner towards cortex, then followed by single layered pericycle. But here in endodermis, the Casparian strips are not present, which were found in dicot root. Here Casparian strips which were present on the endodermis portion, they are absent here. This is one of the difference. Then vascular bundles and then pith. So what are the differences that we will describe? So as compared to dicot root, which have fewer xylem bundles, there were actually 4 in number, 2 to 4 in number, and exarch condition, and we have described earlier they are tetrarch there. But here in monocotyledonous roots, the condition of vascular bundles, they are more than 6 in number. So here the condition is polyarch. Poly means many, and mostly the xylem bundles in the monocot roots, they are same present just like they were present in dicot root. But here the pith is larger as compared to dicot root, and as well as it is well developed also. Even one of the difference is monocotyledonous roots, they do not undergo any secondary growth, as we have seen the secondary growth in dicot root. So these are some of the differentiating point, and this description also you will start with epidermis. So point 1 epidermis, point 2 cortex in the similar manner, only the differences separately you will note down. Now students, this diagram is regarding monocotyledonous root, and here also all the structures, they are mostly similar to what we have done previously in dicot root. Like epidermis, structure is same, it is made up of single layer which are arranged like this in a single layer. So all the pink colored layer, they are showing the epidermal cells, and along with it these root hairs, they are also present. So first point will include root hairs as well as epidermis. These are root hairs. Then followed by cortex. Cortex is several layered. Here hypodermis is present. This is actually hypodermis. Its understanding also we have completed earlier. So this will be the second layer, hypodermis. Third will be cortex. Cortex is several layered. Here the cells, parenchymatous cells, they are loosely packed. You can see the intercellular spaces in between. Then followed by endodermis. Endodermis will be fourth. It is also a single layered structure. So this will be the endodermis. Okay. And then the next layer, that is pericycle. So I am showing it with different color. This will be pericycle, which is located just beneath the endodermis. So now next layer you will describe pericycle, which will be fifth. Then comes the region of centermost part, which is known as pith. So here also pith is present. It is also parenchymatous. Now remaining part is vascular part, vascular tissue. Vascular tissue comprises of protoxylem and metaxylem. You can see here the protoxylem, they are at periphery, and the metaxylem, that is towards center. So this arrangement is known as exarch. In dicot root also exarch arrangement was present. So this is similarity, but the difference is in dicot root we have seen 2 to 4 vascular bundles, they were present, but here more than 6 vascular bundles they are found. So condition is actually polyarch. Okay, polyarch condition. Here you can see this is 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 bundles they are present of xylem, and similarly phloem is also present in between xylem, like here first, so phloem patch, then here, then here. So arrangement is actually radial. The xylem and phloem, they are present on different radii. Okay, so this is known as radial arrangement. So these terms you should remember, and even the differentiating point between dicot and monocot root you should know, the similar points you should know, and even you will describe point wise. सबसे पहले आपको एपिडर्मिस एक्सप्लेन करना है, उसकी डिस्क्रिप्शन आपकी बुक में इस टॉपिक के अंडर में नहीं दिया है, बट यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट एंड राइट डाउन. ठीक है, मैंने आपको सब कुछ डिस्क्रिप्शन दिया है, उसको अच्छे से सुने और उसको फॉलो करें. Then hypodermis, cortex, endodermis, pericycle, pith will be 6th, and 7th will be xylem and phloem, that is vascular bundle. ठीक है, यहाँ पे मैं 7th मेंशन कर रही हूँ, तो उसमें ये सब आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन देना है, पॉलीआर्च कंडीशन, एक्सार्च कंडीशन, रेडियल कंडीशन, राइट. So you are supposed to draw this diagram also. Now in this particular slide I have shown you how to write point wise. So here the question is asked, describe internal structure of dicot root, or in another way it can be asked, describe internal structure of sunflower root. So point wise you are supposed to write, right? Like first point is epidermis, then cortex, endodermis, pericycle, pith, and lastly conjunctive tissue. Even the vascular tissue is remaining, that I have shown you in next slide. So last point will be always about vascular tissue. So this is stele. Stele includes all the parts which are inner towards endodermis. And this diagram, it is not clear in this particular slide, but you can draw from any of the book. But you should remember all these points and you should show all these explanation point, all these terms. Lastly, this photo is showing about description of structure of monocot root or maize root. Even here also you can see all these points, similar points, epidermis, cortex, and inside the cortex also endodermis, hypodermis, inner cortex, endodermis. Now hypodermis I will explain you. This is a region of 3 to 4 layers located just below the epidermis. Here it is known as exodermis. And the wall of the cells of these are lignified and become strong. This region is made up of actually collenchyma. So thickenings are found just to support where they are present. So this is the extra point here to remember, which differentiate from dicot root. And lastly, stellar part. So in stele always pericycle, vascular bundles, conjunctive tissue and pith, they are included. So students, today we have learned in detail tissue organization regarding sunflower root as well as maize root. They are included in dicot root and monocot root respectively. Hope you liked it. Please draw these diagram. Just prepare the diagram very thoroughly because they are asked many times in exam, and hope you liked it. Till then, take care. Bye bye students.